Welcome to Module 2. This is dedicated to Indian history, an overview that's going to prepare you to look more specifically at the Indian classical theater traditions. As you can see, we're going to have several things that we're going to do task-wise. We're going to have a look at the India historical outline that's in your online text. We're going to view the story of India, which is a really large but extraordinarily detailed and wonderfully done documentary by the BBC. We're going to follow along with the story of India, looking at the individual timelines. We're going to complete a quiz and we're going to do a discussion, as well as every day you're going to have a journal entry. Let's go down the menu a bit and sort of hit those one by one. So within your journal, every time you come to the course, you're going to want to do a journal entry, okay? And as I said before, it can be very simple. I'm here to work on the India timeline. I'm here to take a look at the videos. I'm here to take the test. Or it could also be different ideas that you have about what you've seen. It's a place that you could keep notes as well. All right, going back to the unit. So we're going to have a look at your text here, and this is the outline that you want to take a look at. All right, it gives you a really very quick overview of Indian history and sort of prepares you to take a look at the videos. And then you'll go right into watching episode 1, which you can watch right here in the course. Move that to full screen and have a look at that. Now, in the timeline, which is actually set up in a separate website, I want you to pay attention to the migration, the Harappa Empire, in the Indus Valley Civilization particularly, the issues related to climate change and how that shaped the outcome of population in the Indus Valleys, and that gives us a preface of how lots of populations were moved around in prehistory. The Vedic period, okay? And then as we look a little bit further down, we have a really significant event here, and that is the life of the Buddha, the birth and enlightenment of the Buddha, which we're going to be referring to a lot. And then Darius of Persia conquers the Indus Valley. All right? So that's kind of a sample of the timeline, sort of highlights each of these individual critical events that are explained in detail in the documentary. It's important that you take notes. So as you come to a segment of the documentary, you're going to want to take notes on specific highlighted facts that jump out, and create for yourself a note outline so that you can study for the exam. You can also have that note outline on hand as you take the exam, which is at the end of the module, because it can be open book in that way. So each of these documentary segments you'll watch, and then you'll take a look at the timeline. You could also open the timeline and keep that open in a separate browser window and sort of bounce back and forth. So I can do this and then come back, watch the video, be listening to it, and take a look at these events on a timeline as I'm viewing the video.
Indian civilization has been driven.
So you're going to continue through the 5 episodes of the story of India. All right. When you're done with that, or actually you don't even have to be completely done with that, you could start this process, and I would encourage you to do that before you're through all of the videos. You're going to go to this discussion where you're going to create a question based on the documentary, and then come back to the discussion board later, see questions that are up, and answer one of those questions, and I want to make sure that you paste the question into the post where you answer it. So the first thing you're going to do is just post a question. Second thing you're going to do is copy a question that's posted to the board into a new post and then answer it. And then the third step is you're going to actually grade one of your fellow students' answers. Again, I want you to copy and paste the question and answer into your new post and then grade it. Is it accurate? Is it sort of accurate? Is it completely inaccurate? Where can you find that information? And that will be your third post. And in this particular discussion, you only have to post 3 times. Now, a caveat on this, and it becomes a little bit competitive, is that you cannot answer a question that has already been answered, nor can you grade a question that has already been graded. So I will make sure that we don't end up with anybody left high and dry, but the sooner you get done, obviously the more you'll have to choose from in this particular exercise. And then the last thing we're going to do in the unit is we're going to take a test. Most of those questions are multiple choice. There's a few true or false. You can use it open book if you like. And it is a 20-question test drawn from a rather large pool of questions, and every single test will probably be different. You have 3 attempts, but do not expect to have the same test twice. The questions are randomized, as are the order of the answers. And that is Module 2. Certainly course message me if you have any questions, and we'll speak soon.